For surface area and volume of pyramids, we are given our two sets of formulas for surface area and volume. This is 12.4 notes. A new variable that we're going to learn is the L, which is your slant height. So as you can see, it's right here on the triangle. If you look at the first example, we are not given the slant height. So before I actually work out surface area and volume, I need to make sure I have all my variables. So if this is a square pyramid, which it is, I see that it's a square pyramid because both of these sides are 16. So that means that that would be 16, that would be 16. Then we have our height of our pyramid there in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this top point here to the side. And this is my L. Okay, now, if I want to find that L, what happens is if I draw a segment connecting the middle to the slant height, it creates a right triangle. It does not look like a right angle, but it is. It's just because we have a weird view of this. So this length would be half of this, which is 8. Okay, that's 8. We know that this is 3. This is a right triangle. This is our slant height. We have 8, we have 3. I can go ahead and work this out using Pythagorean theorem. So I've got 9, 64. Okay, so to solve that, I would square root that, and the square root of 73 would be, let's change this a little bit. Would be, I'm going to calculate this real quick. So 8.54, and it keeps going. So we're going to go with 8.5. I'm going to round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so this is 8.5. I got my height of the pyramid, and I know that the base down here has side lengths of 16, so it's a square pyramid. For surface area, your lateral area is the triangles that are formed. So in this case, we have 4 triangles. So to find the lateral area, we take 1/2 times slant height times perimeter of the base. So we found that slant height was 8.5. And then the perimeter, okay, if you understand perimeter, it's adding all your sides. So that is 4 sides, all the same length of 16. So I'm doing 4 times 16. So I'm just going to put in 0.5 times 8.5 times 4 times 16. And I get 272. Okay, so currently I have all the triangles. Now I need to basically take this and add it to my base. So the surface area, again, is that same formula as lateral area plus the area of the base. So the area of the base, well, what is the base? It's a square. And to find the area of a square, we do side squared. So this is this. The side is 16, and we square it. And 16 squared is 256. And if I add those together, we get 528 feet squared. Okay. Now, for volume, we have 1/3 times area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So again, this would be side squared, and the height of the pyramid is 3. So what I would do is I would do the 16 squared first. Then I would multiply by 3, get 768. And then this just means basically dividing by 3. So I would do 768 divided by 3, and this gives me 256 feet cubed. All right, for the last example, in this one we are given the slant height, okay, but we are not given the height of the pyramid. Also, this is probably not the best picture. It doesn't tell you that it's a square pyramid. It doesn't even show you the tick marks like we normally see in our geometry problems. So let's go ahead and identify this as a square pyramid. So we know that all sides are 10. Okay. Also knowing that if this is 10, half of that makes this 5. And now we can figure out our h. Okay, so that's our L. We know this is 5. We got to get our h. So down here, I'm going to go ahead and just work out the Pythagorean theorem. So I've got 5 squared plus h squared equals 13 squared. If I subtract 25, we get 144. And that's a perfect square, so our h is 12. Okay. So once we know that, we can go ahead and plug it into the lateral area. Again, the lateral area are your triangles. Okay, so slant height for L is 13. The perimeter, again, is 4 equal sides. So 4 times 10. So I've got 1/2 times 13 times 40 equals 200. Oh wait, 13 times 40 is 520, and half of that is 260. Okay, surface area, we have the lateral area again, plus the area of the base. Remember, the base is a square, so that's S squared. That's an S squared. So this is this. S would be 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. So this gives me 360 centimeters squared. Okay. For volume, again, our base is S squared. That's 10. H, height of pyramid, is 12. So 100 times 12 would be 1,200. And then take a third of that, or divide by 3, and we get 400. So 400 centimeters cubed.